My name is Helen Anderson, and I own Flora Flower Shop, which is a shop here in Sister Bay, Door County, and I specialize in weddings and events. And I'm originally from Sweden, so I want to talk to you today about the customs and traditions a little bit around Midsummer, and I'm also going to make a demonstration how to make a Swedish Midsommer, which is a Midsummer's flower wreath. Today I want to show you how to make a simple daisy wreath. And if you, these daisies that I have in my hand here, and the cornflowers are traditionally what blooms around midsummer in Sweden, so that's what I want to make it as traditional as possible. And also I wanted to show how you with basically just flowers can make a simple wreath. When you're out walking in the evening, you can grab a couple of daisies and make yourself a floral wreath. So what I'm starting out with is I do usually like 3 stems of flowers like this. Kind of hold them alongside my hand, and then I grab another flower here. And what's nice to use is flowers that have kind of a bendable stem, so that I can, you're going to see here what I'm doing, so they twist without breaking basically. So I'm going to hold on to those flowers, put the other flowers, cross it over, bring the stem in front, and then I gather up all the stems in my left hand. I'm right-handed, so this is how I'm doing it. So I'm going to do it again, really slow. Put the flower down, put the stem between the last and the next flower. Kind of push them together here. And there we go, the next one. Again, not using any wire or anything like that. I'm just going to move along in that same way. Put it across. Put the stem in between the 2 flowers. Keep going like this. And actually, it goes pretty fast when you get going on it. The daisy that I'm working with here is actually kind of a symbol of Sweden. It's the national flower. And here I'm going to use some of the blue of the cornflower. That's kind of pretty to mix in, and that's also something that will grow in the fields in Sweden in June. Now June is the summer, the big summer celebration in Sweden called Midsummer, and it's celebrated around the time of solstice. And it's actually, you can kind of compare it to celebrating Thanksgiving in the United States, because it's a time when friends and family get together. You have a very traditional meal, usually with herring, fresh potatoes, you eat strawberries and ice cream, usually for dessert, and a little bit of vodka goes along with that too. And for when I grew up, our neighbors always got together. You usually have a group of people that you always spend midsummer together with. And you put up a midsummer pole, which is also decorated with flowers, and then we would always do floral wreaths. And so when we sit down, everyone has a floral wreath on their heads, and yeah, those are very fond memories of mine. Another thing I wanted to talk about with flowers, in the Swedish tradition, it's kind of a cute custom, is that all the young single girls, they would go out, and on Midsummer Night's Eve, they would go out and pick 1 flower in every field. And that was very important. You had to climb a fence for every new flower, and it had to be different kinds. And believe me, in midsummer in Sweden, there's a lot of different varieties of flowers blooming at that time, so that probably wasn't so hard to find. And when you got back home, it was finally time to go to bed, you would put those flowers under your pillow, and then you dream about the man you were to marry. So it's kind of a cute story. Let's see here. But again, you don't have to use daisies, but it's important that the stems are very bendable, just like the cornflower is here. So, and these are flowers I just picked out in our field today. So they are out in Door County as well as in Sweden. So, okay, I think I'm kind of getting close here. You know, kind of measure, and you know, of course, a child's wreath, you don't need a very big wreath for that. But this looks like it's going to be an adult wreath here. And honestly, if you really don't have any supplies, you can pretty much tie it with stems too, but I'm going to cheat and use a little bit of wire to put the ends together here. There we go. All right, I'm going to do a little tester here. I think it's good. So I'm going to secure these. I'm using wire, like I said, but you can use string or whatever you have handy. Make sure I cut it here so it won't. There we go. Let's see here. You know, flowers was a big part of, my mother was a big gardener, so whenever you go to someone's house, my mom would send me out to pick flowers, because you always bring flowers when you go and visit and make bouquets. So I suppose that's kind of where my interest for flowers came from. So here, I got a little wreath, maybe a little tight for me here. Nope, I think it's gonna work out fine. And Kajsa and I just want to wish you all glad Midsommer. Glad Midsommer.
Glad Midsommer.
Right, 1, 2, 3. Glad Midsommer from Flora and L. Johnsons. Have a wonderful summer and enjoy Door County.